Also be interesting to see how London react, because obviously knocked out of the Euro Cup at the semi-final stage. A great campaign for them, but that's now come to an end. And suddenly they've only got one thing to focus on, which is getting right for the playoffs. And they've played so few British Basketball League games in recent weeks, given how front-loaded their schedule was. So it's about rhythm for them. Here's Matt Morgan, looking inside for Olasheni. Ball moving nicely for the Lions. Nwaba's shot is off the mark, and Greene with the rebound.
And that was great ball movement, inside out, all around, just didn't make the shot.
Ollison drives and kicks out, and it's blocked. That one falls short, bobbled about. London able to come up with it. Olasheni given the freedom of the free throw line. He's too good a shooter to be left that open.
Yeah, and you know, he's not aggressive with that all the time, but if you give it to him, he will take it and he will knock it down.
Well, two of them diving at Ollison, not wanting to give him the shot. It's inside to Greene. And doesn't quite get the roll on that hook.
Good box out from Sandy there. You have to box out all night against Bristol.
Olaseni again, a little step closer this time, same result.
Nice rotation there. If you hit the front of the rim with that rotation, it rolls in. 2 for 2.
Ball kicked there. The shot clock won't reset. It's above 14.
And you saw how they jumped to Ollison early on that last possession. They remember what he did to him last time.
I'm imagining that was pretty high on the video they watched back this week in preparation for this game. Here's Bradley for three. He knocks down Bristol's first score of the game.
Well, Nwaba stayed way off of there, maybe helping into the post, but Bradley's a good shooter with a lot of time there.
Morgan back to Olasheni. Well, he's missed one.
He's firing today.
He's certainly getting it up. Johnson. A little low for Ollison. He manages to get it up off the floor, but misses the shot. Nwaba pushing. Nwaba all the way to the basket for two.
Strong Nwaba. You could see that when he takes it to the basket. Get out of his way, because he's coming.
Well, you almost have to prevent that at half court. Once he's got the wind in his sails, he's too athletic to stop. Here's Bradley down on the low block, trying to use his size and forcing it home.
Well, Bradley's not really a post-up guy, but if he gets the right matchup on a switch, he's really tough. And he went right that time, usually left.
Phillip gets it back from Olasheni, feeds his big man for the lay-in.
And this,
Gabe.
Yeah, sorry, Dan. This is why Olaseni's so good. Obviously, we see the jumpers he made. He's such a good passer, but also a guy you can always throw the ball to and continue the offense flowing. They've been so great at that this year.
Johnson driving in, throws it back out. Ollison fakes the three, takes the two, leaves it short. Hooked out pass. Matt Morgan had escaped down court. That did go in, but it was a goaltend as well.
Bad job from Bristol not getting back on defense. Good recognition from London. And Morgan does a good job running that great pass up the floor. Morgan really fast, changing ends. An easy deuce.
That's a tough pass to try and feed Greene. Two Lions crowd him out. Looks like he might have took a knock in there as well.
Olasheni fronted him that time, played in front of him, but he got good help from the backside. I think it was Sandy that came over. You need good team defense when you're fronting a post player.
Well, that's a tough pass to make there down at the knees of Greene. Phillip trying to find Olasheni, knocked away. That will stay with the Lions.
Interesting to see where London is at. Obviously knocked out of the Euro Cup. You know, had some time off, I'm sure. Now back at it, trying to get the push to repeat as playoff champion.
Morgan. Nwaba steps back behind the three-point line and rattles it in.
Well, that's a tough move there. Pretty good D on him. Didn't let him drive. Looked like he wanted to go. But when you can hit step-back jumpers like that, tough to guard.
A little early in the offense, but Thomas Edwards is able to, oh, he's missed the layup though. Did the good work to rebound Bradley's miss. Here's Nwaba again, taking it to the hole. Bristol come away with it. Oh, nice pass. Bradley down court, that's a goaltend as well.
A couple times here, both teams struggling to get back on defense. Early Sunday afternoon, and Bradley gets the easy deuce as Nwaba goaltends.
Phillip fakes the three, gives it back to Morgan. Inside to Olasheni, and he is fouled. No traveling violation is called.
I think that was a good call there. The referee on the outside. Let's see it again. A little hop and a hop. Good call.
Pass deflected by Nwaba out of bounds for a Bristol ball.
Hedging the ball screens there, London. So the weak side was open, but good deflection to knock it out.
Bradley, top of the key, rims out. Another offensive rebound from Thomas Edward, but ripped away by Matt Morgan. Phillip's going to fire up the three. He's going to knock it down.
I love the cross-court pass in transition. So tough to match up with. And that time, Morgan skipped it across, and Phillip said, hey, why not? I haven't shot yet.
9 of London's 16 points so far coming in the fast break. That's a kick ball by Sandy. Good start to the game for the London Lions. 16 points to 7 thanks to Gabe Olasheni's early work. Timeout is called. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Bristol, where the Flyers are being led by Levi Bradley. Number 42 has all 7 of Bristol's points in the first 5 minutes of this game. Thomas Edwards. Oh, his pass is way off the mark there, straight out of bounds.
Good job by Sharma, who just came into the game to hedge out on that pick and roll. Really stymied that. Bristol didn't really have anything else to go to after that.
Here's Sharma. Nice pass and good cut along the baseline for Phillip.
Well, at that time, Phillip recognized that they were helping from back there, and just a quick, simple cut leads to 2.
Well, these two teams at opposite ends of the standings when it comes to assists per game, and it's proving that way so far. Bradley takes his total to 9. He's got all of Bristol's points. Phillip almost lost it. Did well to keep possession. Shalawati in the corner is Phillip. And Thomas Edwards chasing that one down.
Good. Fun to watch London play offense, though, at times. The way the ball goes in and out and around.
Ollison early in the shot clock misses that three. Oh, Morgan splitting between the two defenders, getting all the way to the rim. Beautiful move.
Wow. And, you know, the split was great, but then the athletic move to avoid the charge. That looked like it had a charge written all over it. Great individual move.
John, oh, wiped out by Sharma. London looking to run. Morgan will wait for reinforcements. It's Sandy in the corner for three. Ollison comes away with it. Foul called. It's on the floor.
Well, London with a great offensive start so far. Here you see the split from Morgan, and now avoids Johnson, which is nice. And then on the defensive end, watch Sharma. Boom! Off the glass, and that was great how he knocked it off the glass because it started the fast break.
Well, Matt Morgan and co leading 20 points to 9 after 7 minutes. And from a Bristol point of view, they've called this timeout, Coach Kapoulas. The 20 is the big problem here, giving up 20 in 7 minutes.
No question about it. And I heard him in the last time. You could hear him, you know, imploring them to have more energy and to play. But when you look at London versus Bristol this season, in the league, 98, 95, and 101 for London. So, you know, just like the rest of us, they're having a difficult time stopping that London offense.
Well, he's talking, as you say, about energy and effort. Obviously, he doesn't have the resources to rotate. So guys psychologically are thinking maybe instead of 26, 27 minutes, I'm going to be playing 32, 33 minutes, and I've got to preserve my energy through this game.
Yeah, especially with the hectic schedule that they have had, you know, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. So, you know, they're a team that has had a lot of miles on them in the last week or so. And when, you know, you find out before the game that there's no Lucas, that there's no Jacob, yeah, you're going to have to call as many timeouts as you have and do whatever you can to conserve that energy.
Well, London with all 5 of their starters sitting down now, almost showing off really. Oh, there we go. What a shot.
Pasquale!
Yeah. Landolfi, the first player not named Bradley to get on the score sheet.
That's a big shot for Pasquale. He's going to get some minutes today.
Nelson gets into the key off the mark. Johnson to the elbow. Rebound by Sharma.
Shifty move, though, by Johnson. Difficult to keep in front of you. Sometimes you just have to, you know, give him that jump shot, because if he goes by, it's a 2.
Nelson, top of the key for 3, way off the mark.
Good execution of that play, though. Sharma with a really good screen to get him free.
Ollison. Kicked out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. He fires up for the triple. Back iron. And Sharma grabs another defensive rebound.
Another good hedge out by Sharma to stop the pick and roll.
Here's Sharma along the baseline, trying to find some room. Good work from Greene to force him out. Connor Morgan for 3. Long rebound comes right back out to Quealy. And here's Sharma with the one-handed throw down.
Throw it down! And good look from Quealy there in the lane. Don't underestimate that pass. Nice pass. And no one throws it down in this league like Sharma.
Ollison, late shot clock, trying to find some room, gets the 3 away, and Sharma again is there to grab the loose possession.
Good defense from Quealy out there on Ollison. He tried 3 different moves on him, it didn't work.
Oh, Sharma just squares up and knocks down the jumper.
A better shooter than you think at times, Sharma. And if you give it to him, he's not shy to take it. That's, I think, 3 jumpers by the 5 men already for the Lions.
Lob down low to big Brad Greene, who tosses it in for 2.
That was a switch there, and Johnson realized the switch and made the right play.
Shot clock switched off here. London trying to tick it down, already with a double-figure advantage. Nelson being harassed, gets it to Sharma. A lot of space for Sholawati for 3, and that does not go. But a good first quarter for the London Lions. They lead this 1 by 10. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Leading this 1 by 10. He's not technically straddled the line there. It's technically a backcourt, but he was supposed to be straddled. We'll let it slide. Bradley. Back to Johnson. And there's Sharma. Oh, this time he gets called for a foul. But there he is again, jumping out on those screens.
Yeah, it's tough to find big guys that are that quick and that agile to do it. Maybe a little too much here. It could have been either way. But when you have big guys that can do that, that can really shut down that pick and roll offense, and Sharma and Olaseni both are able to do that.
Samuels needs some help, finds it from Smith. Smith dribbling to the rim. Nice drive from the big fella.
Yeah, nice job. He picked them up all the way out in the three-point line. Leslie can make those, but that time head down to the right hand, soft touch off the glass.
Nice pass. Oof. It's going to be a blocking foul as Sharma hits the deck hard, but we've seen that so many times, that little Nelson to Sharma bounce pass.
Yeah, pocket pass they call it. Here comes Johnson. Is he there? Maybe not turned enough. Dangerous landing from Sharma there. Well, you know what was in his mind when he caught that one? He wanted to rip that rim down.
Well, I have to get his points from the free throw line instead, but he's got 5 points, the sole contributor in terms of offense off the bench so far.
You look at the Lions this season from the free throw line, #1 in the league at 80%, 79.9. So obviously super talented, athletic, deep. And when you give them free ones, they punish you.
Bit of full court show from London. Nothing too serious to deal with. Samuels needs to still get across the line. Johnson into the trees, and Olaseni denies him a path. Connor Morgan trying to muscle his way to the rim. And the foul is called for the little slap down.
Morgan, we know him as a really good three-point shooter, but he's powerful down there as well. Going up against Bradley as Bradley reaches down. Didn't like the call, but I think it was the right call. But Morgan's versatility is what makes him, such a special player.
Well, he backed away from that free throw almost as if he was trying to pull it back a little. It was a touch long.
89% on the season. That was only his 8th miss this year.
He quickly made amends. London by 11. Johnson going to fire up the 3 off the mark. Olaseni with the easy rebound, but he throws it straight to Keedy Johnson. Bradley for 3. Bradley continues to fill it up. He's into double figures with 12.
Now he likes the Sunday afternoon game, Levi Bradley. Aggressive early and often. He knows he's getting his minutes today, so fire away.
Johnson knocks it away from Morgan. Smith has it slapped away by Nelson, but it'll be a flyer's ball from the side.
Nice little handle shown by Smith there, coming up the court, wheeling and dealing. And yeah, Bradley, a guy who certainly can score. You know, he's a guy that can find a way to put it in the basket, facing up, a little bit of post-up game, slashing.
Smith out to Samuels. Just a little short on that one. Quealy getting into the key, goes alone. Well, it looked like there might have been a push in the back there. That's certainly what Samuels is saying, but Olesheni takes his points.
Good screen from Olesheni to set up Quealy for the wide open shot. He didn't quit on the play.
Smith is going to fire up the three. And they've done a good job on the defensive glass, London, which you have to against Bristol. Just not quite enough to force that home there, Luke Nelson.
Well, you said it. When you look at Bristol, they do miss a lot of shots. 42% last in the league in field goal percentage. So there's a lot of offensive rebounds on offer. And they are at the top of the league in offensive rebounding. But that's number one on the scouting report is, you know, block these guys out. They're going to miss some shots, but they're also going to crash early and often.
Well, that is the sort of identity of Bristol the last couple of years. Not the best shooting team in the league, but boy, they go after the second chance points. And they're usually at the top end of that category. Well, you mentioned London's proficiency from the free throw line. Missed a couple here, but they still have a double-figure lead, 12.5 minutes into the game, as Nelson takes a breather. Smith slipping down the lane, but losing the ball. Nwaba to Morgan for three. Back iron. Olesheni's in there. Comes out to Sandy, and now Nwaba. Morgan up in the air. Wasn't quite sure where that pass was going to go, but he found Olesheni in the end.
Well, that was a good pass. It wasn't the greatest because it didn't lead him perfectly to the hoop, but he had to throw it there. And Olesheni, good hands to catch it. You see Leslie backing up, and that's where he can catch it. And the ball fake really helps him out here. You know, 2 ball fakes, get Smith off balance, and able to draw the foul.
Well, he's always been very patient in the post, waiting for the opportune moment.
Lions going for their 14th straight league win. They've been off for a while, no question about it, but this has been quite a run in the league for them. They have a chance to win their 30th league game of the season if they can win today.
Well, they managed that last year. It's not an easy feat. You've done it a couple of times, Rob. You won 30 games in a 33-game season one year, but it's quite a big number. It's quite a landmark win to get to that.
Yeah, no question. You have to be consistent all the way through, at home, on the road, in the afternoon, in the evening, no matter where you're playing, what time, and they have been.
That one's turned over. Oh, Yura stepping his way to the rim, but off the back iron from Ollison. But there's the captain to throw it back in for 2.
Well, he's always around the rim when there's a missed shot. One of the more unique players you'll find, Raphael Thomas Edwards, just keeps crashing and crashing and crashing.
Morgan down the lane, drops it off Olesheni for another 2. You talked about that great run that London have had. They've not actually lost a league game since early December. And as you say, there's been fewer games in recent weeks, but they keep winning them all whenever they're playing.
And whoever is playing for them as well, because they rotate a lot.
Shot clock getting low here. Thomas Edwards work to do. Somehow got it on the rim, keeps it alive, and he'll go to the free throw line.
But don't worry, he'll get it back. Amazing ability to go find the ball. He's mad at himself there. He knows he had a clear look at the basket for the layup. But sometimes players get mad and then don't go after the ball. Well, when he gets mad and he misses it, he's going harder to go get it.
Well, we talked about the lack of depth that they've got today, Bristol. They're not lacking for size. That lack of depth is really in the backcourt, so their offensive rebounding shouldn't be too hugely affected, although they do rebound from the wings as well, to be fair. Thomas Edwards makes the second free throw. 11 points still separate the teams.
No points from Allison so far. You know, that's a big game last time against him for 31, scoreless so far.
Well, we're trying to get his own offensive rebound. Greene is able to come down with that. And that's going to be a grab foul. Just one or two asking the question if there was a play on the ball there. Probably enough of it.
Maybe. Huggy there.
He was a little huggy. Oh, just thrown straight to Phillip.
Oh!
Behind the back pass. Oh, my, what a play from the London Lions. Sandy punches it home.
Well, Phillip caught that out of the air, and then the around the back pass, which we love. And Sandy said, this is going to be a good highlight. Let me throw it down.
Another turnover. Here's Phillip again. He's looking for options. That's a goaltend on the way down from Johnson. It's always tough to block a layup from behind.
And the bench is on him there. There you see, he just steals the ball away, the around the back. And Sandy says, yes, I want to be on the highlight film this week. But the bench giving Phillip a hard time that he didn't dunk that last one.
Well, when you're up 15, they can get in onto him like that. Here's Johnson throwing it up. And it's 2 free throws, is it?
Thought he called it on the floor, and that's what Johnson is debating with the referee.
Shake of the head. It's also the 4th foul, so it's not... Oh, there's another, not a great inbound pass, but they somehow get it underneath to Thomas Edwards for 2. But no recovery. Olaseni had run the floor, but he waits for reinforcements.
We're still hanging around a little bit here. London not as proficient on offense as they were to start.
Morgan in the corner for 3. Well, that'll add 3 more to the total, and that will force Andreas Kopoulas into a timeout. 24-40, the Lions lead. We'll take a break as well. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Bristol, where we've probably had the play of the weekend here, the steal and jam for the London Lions.
That was awesome. The round the back pass is one of my favorites, but especially when it's left-handed. He threw it left-handed. London doing a good job. 10 points off turnovers so far. 5 turnovers for Bristol, 10 points for London.
Rob Paternoster still throwing the behind-the-back passes. When a ball comes out of play, the referee's got to be ready. Rob's always got that pass for them. Well, the Bristol backcourt struggling at the minute to get any points on the board. Ollison and Johnson are combined 0 for 11 for no points.
And that hurts, especially when you don't have Lucas and Jacob to turn to. You know, in other games, you turn around and you go, let's give those 2 guys a run out there.
Lobbed into Greene. Slightly further out with that hook shot, but it drops in.
The 9-foot jump hook from Greene. He does have a soft touch, though, especially on that right hand. Good out-of-bounds play from Andreas at Bristol to get him that shot.
Ooh, Sharma wasn't looking. Fortunately, Morgan was quick enough to hustle and save that play. Corner 3 halfway down, and well, with one hand, Ollison pulls that in. Greene spinning back the other way, nice finish.
Hey, right, left, whatever, anything around the basket, Brad Greene can do it.
Well, a couple of scores coming out of that timeout, and that has forced Coach Božić into a timeout here for London. The gap is still 12, but he's not happy with the momentum of the game.
Yeah, a good timeout from him, and I think Bristol has shown in the past that, you know, they could come back here at home. I think the last time they played him, they went on a huge run in that second half to get back in the game, and Coach Božić and the coaching staff remember that. So they say, hey, let's stop it right now. Let's run a play. You know, offensively, although 40 on the board, I feel like over the last 5 to 10 minutes, not the same as when they started. So let's see what he draws up, and let's see who they go to.
Oh, he's still going through his reads there before he gets it out. The other thing at this time of year, we talked about the momentum and getting your team ready for the playoffs. Obviously, for him, it's also about ensuring everybody is in a good rhythm. Everybody gets their time that they needed. This is their last 3 games after today. Plymouth away, and then they're at home to Surrey and away to Cheshire.
Yeah, I
finish
think,
out.
Yeah, I think that this is certainly a time for them to get themselves back, get themselves used to BBL competition again. It's been a little while, and try to figure out what's going to be that playoff rotation.
Because the thing was, not only obviously they were playing the Euro Cup games, because they'd actually won the league title, even when they were playing in the domestic games, I'm sure their psychological focus would have still been on those knockout games in Europe. So actually, probably for the last month or so, it's been further down their agenda, if you like.
Nothing else to play for now, so front and center, British Basketball League play.
Well, Morgan comes away with it. Ollison said, I fouled him, ref. Why didn't you blow that? And Nelson can't make the 3. Ollison is happy now that he didn't call it because he gets a rebound out of it.
London struggling to shoot the 3. They've had some pretty good looks, not knocking them down.
Well, Ollison gets his first points on the board at the 6th attempt of shooting. Bristol with 6 in a row now. Morgan driving quickly. I think he was expecting a whistle. It didn't come his way. There will be one there as Nelson stops the break.
Well, the last play was for Morgan. They isolate him on that right side to drive the basket. You see Nelson here. What's on his mind? Stop the break. We've seen them do that with Phillip before and Nelson again. And when you have so many players to rotate, you're not really worried about foul trouble. But that one's a little bit different because you're going to send him to the free throw line. If you're Bristol, you know, hasn't been the best of starts. They haven't looked great out there. Ollison, first point of the game right there on the free throw line. But if he makes this one, it's only 8. So, you know, they can go into the halftime a little bit of momentum, which can, really raise those energy levels for the second half.
Well, that's the thing, is they just got to hang on in there, really, against the team with a lot more options. Referee's just going to look at each other, make sure they have the same agreement as whose possession it is. It is going to be a Flyers ball. And London, who led by as many as 16, could see their advantage down to 6 here.
London, 3 for 13 from the three-point line so far, and they've had great looks.
Well, they've made at least 10 in all of their games against Bristol this season. Foul is caught, and again, they'll get a chance to go to the free throw line. And Ollison, having missed his first 5 field goals of the game, gets a little close range one, a couple of free throws, and now another 2 free throws. And seeing the ball goes through the net really helps the shooter.
No question. And, it's not going through the net for him in other ways, so let's get your head down and get to the basket. But he'll find a way, Ollison, and very impressed with him this season. Last season, I said it before, we played him in the playoffs, and he was really coming on at the end of the season. But this year, he stepped up. I think him and Greene, their most valuable players. When you look at Ollison, he's certainly going to be up for some awards at the end of the year because, when you start looking at scouting reports and guarding players on other teams, he's a difficult matchup.
Well, Coach Kapoulis with the defensive play there. His substitution prevented the London fast break. Bristol 10 unanswered points here. Shalawati. Quealy driving in, kicks out to Nelson for 3. That is short. And still London can't get the scoreboard ticking. Stuck on 40. Johnson for 3. Johnson knocks down the 3. Well, all of a sudden, the backcourt that was struggling in the last time out has got 9 points in this run. And Bristol have cut it down to 3.
Well, Sulawati gambled there. Bad play from him, especially when you don't get it. And Johnson says, okay, well, you know what? Wide open, straight on, that's mine. I think when you look at London, not to repeat myself, but it's, they're playing pretty good offense. Even that last possession was a good kick out, and they weren't able to hit the 3-point shot.
Well, London were 40 to 24 ahead. Those 2 hooks from Brad Greene started the momentum, and then the guards chipping in with the rest as the Flyers have reeled it right back in.
You look at the Lions, 3 for 14 from 3-point range. And, I said it before, a lot of good looks. And when you look at them on the season, they are number 1 in the league in 3-point percentage at 39%, making 10.4 per game.
Well, 1:26 to go here in the second quarter. That started so well for London, but has dissipated away. Trying to get off 40. Bristol have scored 13 points since London last had the scoreboard moving. Morgan inside, kicks it out. It's a little low for Nelson. Has to fire up the 3. That's off the mark. Greene with the rebound.
Good defense from Bristol. They went to the flex cut action, which we've seen them do before, but they closed off Connor Morgan down low and defended the entire possession.
Ollison driving in, slowing it down. Greene with the offensive rebound. Johnson to tie it. Back iron Smith. Fouling Shalawati over the back. Trying to get that second chance opportunity.
And there's a missed opportunity there from Johnson. The place would have erupted if he was able to hit that off of an offensive rebound. What they do best, Bristol, just wasn't able to make it. And now the giveaway foul to send Sulawade to the line for two.
Well, the ball's in the air, so nobody has possession. Therefore, it is 2 free throws for the foul. And finally, London get off 40.
Getting Sulawade back here for the line. We'll stop-start with him with injuries. Very valuable player for them, especially on the defensive end.
Well, 4 minutes between scores for the London Lions. Their lead went from 16 to 3, but it is now 5. Johnson trying to tick the time down. Shot clock is at 7. Now he looks to go. Driving all the way to the rim, swiped away by Sharma, but got him with a foul first.
Sharma didn't like that when he went. Great athletic play to get there, and I think he's got that left arm on his back. Not the right one. The right one blocked the shot, but the left arm on the back was called. I think that was a big play there. And make these 2. 3 sounds really nice for Bristol going into halftime.
Certainly a lot better than it was 5 minutes ago. Well, he goes 1 for 2. Plenty of time here. Here's Nelson. Gets it back, has a glance up at the clock. Now he fires up the 3. Back iron, and that does not go. Well, the London Lions led by 16 midway through that quarter, Rob. Looking comfortable, but what a finish by the Bristol Flyers.
Great job from the Flyers. Slow start from them today. Obviously a little tired with guys down, but kept battling all the way to give themselves a chance here going into halftime.
Well, they are right in this ball game as they make their way to the locker rooms at the half. Rob and I will be back to break it all down right after this break. This year.
Yeah, we shall see. And I think the most important thing for them is the health of everyone, and that's what they're going to make sure. And they have the right to do that now, by clinching the league so early.
Top of the key. There we go. Perfect stop. Phillip knocks it down.
I thought he was good in that first half as well. When he was out on the floor, he was a plus 12 for them out on the floor. Right off the bat, he makes his presence known.
And he's 4 of 5 from the floor for 9 points. Mollison to Bradley, who started the first half so well. Can he do the same here in the second? Doesn't get his first points, and the tip from Greene does not go in.
Good activity from Sandy. He never stops working on that defensive end.
Down low to Olusheni. Pass is deflected. Bradley comes away with it. Looking for options. Takes it himself. Gets the foul. Basket is good. And he'll go to the line for the bonus.
Well, offensively, London makes the mistake with the turnover, and Bradley takes advantage of it. The contact and the finish. And remember, he started out hot in that first quarter, coming out of halftime with a bucket right away.
This is the bonus free throw. Sandy. Hand off to Morgan. Working the pick and roll. Gets the switch, just 4 on the shot clock, has to go. Drives, kicks out to Sandy, beats the buzzer, but doesn't knock it down. Offensive rebound, though, from Olusheni, who sees Sandy in a better spot, and he's foul, will shoot 2.
Good pass. Good defense from Bristol there. They forced Sandy to make that shot from the corner. But Sandy with the offensive rebound. And Sandy, although missed the shot, didn't stop working, cutting, draws the foul.
Well, as you say, he's always very active. And it's one of them where you would have thought it'd be quite easy to stand in the corner and admire that shot. But he was straight in there, can't make the front end of the free throw.
Not the best free throw shooter. This is only his 8th attempt in 32 games. 9th now, 57%.
Well, that percentage is going down as he goes 0 for 2. Good hands to deflect it away from Gabe Olasheni. Back to Morgan. Foul is called on Johnson, who wasn't too happy with that one.
Thought he played pretty good defense to stop the quick Morgan there. You see, we've seen a lot more go today. And Ketty frustrated with that one.
His second personal. Nice try. Oh, he's not finished it, though. Oh, Shenny did the hard way. Oh, Morgan with the steal. 3-on-1 here. Morgan's going to pull up for 3. And, well.
Wow.
They won't be clipping that one up on the highlight reel.
Well, you would have bet anything that they would have scored at one point in those few possessions. Here, Morgan, instead of taking it to the hoop, he pulls up for 3. And this is a bucket, right? Nope.
Well, welcome to 2024 basketball, that, wasn't it? Shooting a 3 in transition like that. Can't imagine your coaches when you were a youngster telling you to do that, Rob.
No, no chance. Get it to the basket, drive to the hoop. Phillip does a good job there, muscling his way to the hoop. Little rusty maybe here, the Lions, in this game. It's been a while.
Olison rattles in his first 3. He was 0 for 4 in the first half.
And that's the thing with Bristol here. They are very dangerous at times, especially in that arena.
Well, we saw Olison hit a couple of those in the first half, and he says, there's another one for you.
Wide open, so casual. Sunday afternoon in the park.
13 points for him. Playing in the park, Rob. I heard somebody else has been doing that recently. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. I'm back.
Rob Paternoster hitting the asphalt of Leicestershire.
Oh, I'm back.
And how are you feeling today?
Great. Ready to go again.
Nice pass and laid in by Olasheni inside. He's up to 15.
Phillip made the play again. He's been so tough to stop, whether he's scoring or passing or defending.
Greene, well, he's a little casual with the flip to Thomas Edwards, stolen away. Nwaba pushing hard, and nobody in transition is more direct than he.
Yeah, nice job from Olasheni to run the floor, get up there, and create that space so Nwaba can get to the hoop.
Bailey spinning baseline. Greene on the offensive glass and the putback.
Well, that Bradley had a quick move there, but Greene didn't give up on the play. We know he can rebound. I do. 7 the other night on the offensive glass. Finishes for 2.
Number 6 tonight on the offensive glass for him, and he's got his double-double with that. He got the points, he got the rebounds first, and then caught up with the points. He's up to 10. And basically, this is every game we see this graphic from Brad Greene.
Yeah, double-double machine. Even last season, he was in Austria, 22 of 36 games, double-double. So you know he's the guy that gets to the glass and can finish down there. An interesting timeout from Coach Bozic, right? You got the timeout coming, under 5. He doesn't look too happy with his group right now.
He's just trying to buy some life, I think. He's not the most typical Serbian coach. I know 1 or 2 of his brethren in Serbia might be a little bit more irate in this timeout, but he tends to be very calm on the outside, at least.
Yeah, no question. We've seen that all year, and that roster is the type of roster to make you calm, right? But he is a guy that, from what I hear, though, when he needs to, he'll bring it out. And I know a lot of coaches that are like that, from the sideline, nice and calm, but there are times when you have to, bring it out to your team to give them that message. And Coach Bozic's been able to do that throughout the season. Their 60th game in all competitions of the season as well.
Is that a backcourt? No, it's not, says the referee. Looked like Phillip just lost that, but must have been Ollison tipping it away. No way past Smith. Ollison, catch and shoot. Doesn't go.
That was the one there. You've seen him make those time and time again.
Nawaba, that's going to be an offensive foul. That arm went out and sent Keedy Johnson to the floor.
Job by Johnson. You know how strong and how direct Nawaba can be. And there you see that right arm. Good call. Like you've seen from Keedy Johnson this year. First year out, West Virginia. Last year, great program. Dynamic guard.
Ollison is going to fire it up. Shenny just cleaning up on the glass at the minute.
When you talk about valuable players in this league, Gabe Shenny's got to be right at the top of the list. All that he does with that size and strength, passing, rebounding, scoring. And he goes about it in such a professional manner out there.
Smart. Always seems to make the right play, too. Here's Morgan back to Phillip. Bradley a little slow to his feet. There's Olasheni right on cue. 17 points off 8 shots for Gabe.
The push shot from Gabe. A good pass from Morgan. Slipped out of the screen and a quick pass to Olasheni.
Offensive foul is going to go against Johnson for the hook. And he's not happy, neither are the locals. It's 47-54 here at the Y's. Timeout has been called. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Bristol. Coach Kapoulas and his Flyers trailing by 7 here.
Yeah, and you're Coach Kapoulas. You know, you're missing Jacob, you're missing Lucas, and Ollison 2 for 10. Johnson 1 for 9, and still in the game.
Yeah, you wouldn't have expected that when those numbers are a little too easy for Matt Morgan. But I'll tell you, the key difference in this game is you look at the plus minuses for London. All of their starters are between plus 13 and plus 20, so that means they're 20 points better off with that player on the court. The bench are all in the minus figures, so when the starters are out there, London are piling on the pain.
The question is, will he go to the bench as much in the second half?
He's got 3 of his bench players out there at the moment. Here's Bradley firing up off the mark. Tipped down by Shalawati to Phillip.
Good play from Shalawati. Doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but nice play to keep the ball.
Connor Morgan, only his second shot of the ball game. He's 0 for 2.
Another wide open 3 on the pick and pop. I've seen many of those go down this year.
Oh, that's thrown away, and that'll be an easy run back. Well, not quite, but Morgan is there to tip it home, and Coach Kapoulas now taking his turn to call a timeout with 3:40 to go. Suddenly a couple of scores, and it's back to double figures.
Good ball pressure there. That was Phillip that was all over him. Sulawade up, and Morgan never gave up on that play. 60 games in the season, so what? Keep running, even though he just missed his shot. Great play from him to keep the lead here at 11, and Coach Kapoulas with a quick timeout.
Well, it's has been certainly a battle. You can see Coach Kapoulas not too happy. Been a battle of two of the big guys going head-to-head today.
Yeah, it's been a nice battle. Both guys have had really good seasons. 17 so far for Ola City. He's made a lot of jump shots today. And look at the rebounding. Brad Greene, it doesn't matter who he plays. He's all over that offensive glass. And the thing with Greene that I like, obviously, Olaseni splits time with Sharma, with all the talent. But with Greene, not really a natural backup. He plays heavy minutes, game after game after game. And you're looking at Bristol with Brad Greene. They are a team that, 45 games this season, too. They played in European competition. So extremely impressed with his ability to just ring the bell every game.
Well, 19 double-doubles for Brad Greene in league play this season. He brings it every night. Can Bristol find their way back into this?
I thought that was a good timeout for Coach Kapoulas. Don't let it get away from you here.
Olison going to fire up the 3. Doesn't quite go. Smith this time on the offensive glass, forcing it in for 2.
Way to go, Leslie. If it's not going down from 3 and the guards are missing a lot of them, go get it. And he did that just there.
Well, double figures now in second chance points for the Flyers. Smith with the steal as well. But it's taken right back from Matt Morgan.
Oh.
Well, that's a good shot if it goes in.
It was the same one as before.
Yeah. It didn't go in before either. Here's Smith. Down the lane. Sharma with the foul. Olison going to the line for a bonus.
And Allison knows who's coming to get him right there. Sharma, best shot blocker in the league. Here he comes. Let me get into the body. Get there. And maybe it was an offensive foul there from Allison. If we maybe see that again, using that other arm, Sharma saying, what did I do? I just jumped straight up, but give Allison the credit for not making the outside shot. Get it to the rim.
Well, he's converted the three-point play, cut the lead down to 6. We were questioning what Coach Božić would be doing on the rotation. He's got an all-bench 5 out there right now. Connor Morgan.
Good defense from Smith in the post.
Quealy finding a gap in the lane, can't convert, batted out to Connor Morgan. His 3 is short.
Wow, he's really struggling with that shooting. The whole team is from three-point range. Bristol hanging around because London can't put him away with the 3.
3 for 21 from behind the arc. It's knocked away by Sulawade. Smith is chasing him. Will he catch him? No, he won't. He's jammed in.
Good hands from Sulawade out in midcourt. And he lightly dunks it through for 2. Pressure on the guards has been pretty good today from London.
20 points off turnovers. I thought for a second there might be a chance at some more, but foul was scored against Connor Morgan. That's the 5th, so it will be 2 free throws.
That's something that, as a coach, you don't want. That far away from the basket.
Well, sorry, my mistake. That was the team's 4th, not the 5th. So it is a sideline ball.
So not as bad of a foul there from Morgan. Bristol still, like I said, if the bench in the game here, get a bucket. They run this play a lot for Greene in the post.
A double big lineup for Bristol with both Smith and Greene in the game. Greene muscling his way in.
Boom, boom, and then the touch with the left hand reverse from Mr. Greene. Defense picking up here for the Flyers.
Shalawati. Oh, that pass is a little low. Sharma can't quite get to it. Forced turnover. That's going to be a foul against Quealy.
That's the one you don't want to put him into. But watch this move again. Boom, boom, and then lefty off the top of the glass for two. And I think early in the season you're looking at getting him on that left hand as much as you can. But as it's gone on, he's got better and better and better with that. And again, showing his power and skill for two.
First point of the game for Corey Samuels. Well, we've seen Bristol over the years in this building have big fourth quarters to win games. These fans have witnessed many a grandstand finish here at the Wise, and setting up for one again. 11 to play, they're within 4. Shalawati way off the mark, wanted a foul, didn't get one. Samuels directing traffic, trying to get it to a one-possession game here. Hollison working the high screen. Greene, long elbow jumper off the mark.
This lineup here for London, you're wondering who's scoring the points. Morgan struggling from perimeter. Nelson struggling from the perimeter.
Well, Sharma has 6. He's the highest scoring of this unit. That's knocked away, but if you look, Shalawati has 4, Morgan has 3, Nelson has 1, Quealy hasn't scored, Sharma has 6.
I thought that possession was indicative of Nelson's day. He's got a clear look at the basket there. Overpassed that one.
Well, he's 0 for 7 from the floor, 0 for 6 from 3. That's probably why, and that was a long way short.
Wow.
So Bristol can cut it to 1 shot here going into the 4th. Crowd counting down the clock. Ollison gets it away, misses, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. While it was 4 points coming in, it's 4 points going out. This one in the balance as we head to the 4th quarter. That'll be right after this break. Welcome back to the Wise. They're below 500 here this season. They're trying to get back to an even place, make it an 8th win in the league. They're down 4 going into the last quarter. Foul is called against Quealy.
Crashed into him here. Wow. Boom. Good morning, good afternoon.
Was a bit judo, wasn't
Wow.
it? Johnson around the screen, 5 seconds to shoot. Thomas Edwards gets it away. Quealy with the rebound.
They needed that one there. That could have really turned up the pressure on the line.
Shalawati looking for options. Olasheni right down the middle, easy as you like.
Well, that's the play they run to try to get Gabe a shot. They throw it into the post on that block, and Gabe comes around, catches it, and scores in a smooth way.
Well, Greene was giving him it from 15 feet, and he was knocking it down. He overplayed it that time. Took him to the rim instead. Here's Keedy Johnson backing out for 3, missing everything.
Wow.
Nelson to Quealy, long 2.
Hey, why not? Top of the backboard. I didn't think it was the right decision. I thought maybe Olaseni running up the floor. But Quealy's like, I can bake this one, man. Give it to me.
Well, they all count the same, don't they? Doesn't matter how they go in. Ooh, almost stolen away. Samuels backs out for 3 and knocks it down.
Not the most proficient three-point shooter, but Samuels know they needed a bucket and didn't shy away from it to knock it down.
Of Jeffrey Samuels, only his 8th three-pointer of the season. Trying to get them back at the other end, and there's a guy who makes 1 or 2 more, that's for sure.
He didn't hesitate at all on that. Tuluwade, ball in his hands, let it fly. 4 for 23 from the Lions on the day. And if you want to get Lions, this is the day you get them, when they're shooting like this.
Well, 4 for 23, and they're still up 8. Johnson, suddenly the threes are flying in.
Poor rotation that time from London on defense. They forgot to go get Ketty. And Ketty, when he's open like that, we've seen that today, knocks it down.
Oh, great play by Greene, but he stayed with it, Nwaba. Luke Nelson, time to line one up. Finally gets one to go. Luke Nelson struggled from three-point line. Missed his first 6, but makes number 7.
That certainly felt good for him. He used a little dribble there. Here's a dribble, relax. Right straight on, knock it down.
It's very much his shot, top of the key. That's a reach round from Quealy.
A little over-aggressive here with the fouls. Remember, he crashed into Samuels earlier on. That time, poor reach around for the foul.
Foul number 3 on him. London still by 8 with 7 to play. Johnson probing. Round it goes, Samuels in the opposite corner. He knocks it down again.
The Bristol native says, come on, guys, get out my back. It doesn't matter that we're down 2 guys. I'll make shots today.
Nwaba thinking about getting those 3 points back and doing exactly that.
Too much time for a professional like Nwaba. He had so much time to balance himself and line that one up.
Smith wants it in the post. He's had to come to nearly the three-point line. It's turned over. That's a backcourt. It did.
I think he did touch it. I think he did.
You
have to see that again. Again, good defense, I thought, there from Quealy, not allowing him to throw it in the post. See how he backed off? And now, there's the touch. A little tap from Bradley. Can't get away with that, the referee says.
It was deflected originally by the defender, but the last touch into the backcourt was on Bradley, and therefore that is a violation, taking it back into the backcourt. He nods his head, but it did touch him on the way out.
Here's Matt Morgan and Tariq Phillip now back into the game. They've been very effective.
Rossini, well, that just slipped out of his hands, did it? Yeah, it hit the bottom of the stanchion and out of bounds for a Flyers ball.
Greene didn't do much except be big there. Be big and strong and tall. And he shut down Alessini from getting to the basket.
Ollison, Samuels again. Not this time.
Good look, too. We had another one, same spot.
Oh, took it right to the rim. Ollisen is fouled. Oh, and sportsmanlike foul.
Whoa.
And there's some conversation being had between Ollisen and Samuels. Referee Udansky getting in the mix to make sure it didn't escalate. Let's have another look at it. You see Nwaba driving hard to the hole. Can't get that one to go. Well, the referee was quick to signal it. It's one of those where if you just hang on for a little bit too long on the foul, the referees will say that's excessive force.
Did he grab the shirt maybe on the other side? So it might have looked like there. Nwaba was trying to dunk that from far out.
Yeah.
But Ollini again. Right place, right time. He's that type of player.
Let's have another look, see if we can see what the unsportsmanlike is for. Maybe, well, it's hard to tell.
I felt like he had that right hand on the shirt. The shirt
yeah,
came
maybe.
out. And if a referee sees the tugging of a shirt,
yeah,
sometimes it can be called. But we've seen less than that. Knock it. Easy. Tough one for Bristol.
You'd like to see it from the angle that the referee saw it from, to be 100% sure, but it did look a little soft. Shot clock. No, you don't see it, London, and violation. Well, typically it goes in at the end of it.
They had to switch there with Brad Greene. Brad Greene out on the perimeter and the smaller guy inside. But, you know, they switched those screens at the end of clocks. So you should have had some sort of idea, even if you didn't look at the shot clock, that the time was winding down. Starting 5. Back out on the court for Bristol.
Knocked away. That's going to be a football violation. It was not loose, and it was Ollison's foot that kicked the ball, so that'll go back to London.
We've seen London all day today. Phillips, Uluwade, a lot of guys here that are getting their hands on the ball. You know, when the players are squaring them up defensively, they're so quick. Phillips got quick, strong hands. But a few of the guys have done that today. That's resulted in steals out at midcourt. In for now with this lineup. Looks like it could be their closing lineup here.
Well, it's 4 of the starting 5, and Shalawati could easily be a starter as Morgan drives to the rim. We've seen that so many times. Few better in the league at getting to the free throw line than Matt Morgan.
Accelerates so well when he goes downhill, and this is what you like to see him use the left here maybe. Just misses it. He'll want that one back. He'll want to finish it. Greene came over with the body foul.
Nice. Normally an excellent free throw shooter. London have left a few out there. They are 9 for 15 from the line.
Hasn't been a great shooting day from the free throw line or the three-point shot. And that's why, you know, Bristol's still in the game.
But London with the last 6 points, just to move back into a double-figure lead. Trying to put this one away. They don't want to see any more drama at the Y's that these fans have seen a lot of over the years. Here's Ollison. Late shot clock. Can't go. There's Greene again on the offensive glass. Just would not be denied.
Well, when Olaseni's out there jumping around trying to stop Ollison, Greene gets that head start. That was a great offensive rebound from him. And again, it's stamina from him to keep going and going and going.
Well, it's an 11-point game. Can the Flyers get all the way back? Find out after this break. Welcome back to Bristol. Brad Greene still doing the business on the glass.
Great job from him. That's his 7th offensive rebound, 14th of the game. 27 minutes of play already. Long week for Bristol. He just keeps going and going.
First free throw is good. Looking to pull it back to single figures. Can't make the second though. Shenny gets his 9th rebound of the game. He's closing in on a double-double. Nawaba turning the corner. Bradley in front of him. Bradley caught his arms, but Nawaba is too strong. Goes through it for 2.
And that was the play run out of the timeout to try to get Nawaba to his right hand. Olaseni handed it off, got him downhill to the right hand, and we've seen that, boom, strength from him. Good finish and good play call out of the timeout.
Converts to 3-point play. And London, whose biggest lead was 16, are now back out to 13. Bradley, cross court, comes out to Ollison. Off the mark for 3, tipped down and kept in play by Phillip.
Rough night from Ollison, shooting the ball from the perimeter. I think he's 1 for 9 now for 3.
Nawaba in the corner. Can't knock it down. Ollison, shooter's going to keep shooting though, and eventually they go in.
You see him touch his head like, thank you. But that was what you said, Dan. If you're a good shooter, you don't hesitate. You don't let the last one get in your head. And a big 3 there to keep winning striking distance.
Rattles out. Well, they're just underway in Caledonia. Big game in the battle for second. Cheshire with an early 8-point lead in that one. And it's 6 o'clock tip-off for the War of the Roses. Manchester against Sheffield, Lancashire against Yorkshire. Rob and I will be in position for that one.
Offensive foul there on Bradley. Phillip on the switch, he tried to post him up, grabbed him. Tough play there from Bristol. Don't want to give up those possessions here now. 10-point lead, coming up on the 3-minute mark. You got to capitalize on any opportunity you get.
Also his 4th personal foul. Morgan fakes the pass, takes it to the rim. Good finish.
Left hand that time, finishing for 2.
Greene's going to step into the 3. That's off the mark. And Thomas Edwards trying to force his way into a rebound there. Called for the foul, and that'll be 2 free throws as Bristol are over the limit.
And that one, Greene wide open. Not many threes for him on the season. But here you see Morgan, that downhill speed. Probably got fouled there on the drive. That's what he said. With that downhill speed, we saw him do that the play before he used the right hand and didn't finish.
Technical foul has been called on Keedy Johnson. He must have said something, but yeah, to your point, Brad Greene 1 of 12 from 3-point range this season.
And that was probably why he was that open.
Yeah. Well, Keedy Greene is still chuntering away. The free throw is not good. One thing you learn is Keith Williams is probably not the guy to keep chuntering to.
Oh yeah, we know that one. Although I would say less this year than before. But yeah. Around Keith, long time, 20+ years. He's one of those guys. You gotta zip it quick.
Phillip from the free throw line.
I think he's had a really good game today, Phillip, and not just about what numbers he's putting up or whatever, just a major impact on the game in so many ways. And when you're coaching a basketball team or putting a basketball team together, there can't be many better guys to put on that roster than Tariq Phillip, a competitor who's strong and makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
Well, plus 21 in the plus minus tells you how much better they've been when he's been on the floor. That's knocked away from Bradley. London starting to pull away from Bristol here in the late stages of this game. Phillip thought about the three, decided against it. Going to run a bit of clock instead.
Smart play.
Oh, the long rebound might come back to Sharma. It doesn't. Johnson, nice. Oh, tried the spectacular finish, but couldn't get it to go. And you talked about their schedule. It's looking like it's catching up with them.
No question. Give them credit, too, for staying in this game, hanging around this game with 2 guys down. But this is the 4th one in 8 days, and you can now see it.
It's an illegal screen for Sharma. We saw the customary pick and roll alley-oop from Nelson to Sharma, but the foul was called on the screen. You wouldn't know whether they were winning or losing, I think, most of the time when you look at Coach Rogers.
Well, he's had quite a season. We talked about this being game number 60 today. This was the hold on here. This will be 14 in a row, 1 in league play, and number 30. This will be in league play. So certainly a team that we see the talent. You could just on paper incredible, no doubt, but just consistently playing good basketball.
Well, they are now having their eyes on the O2 in London. Can they get all the way there? They'll be favorites going in, obviously, as the #1 seed, the London Lions. 19th of May. You can get your tickets right now from the British Basketball League website. Make sure you are there. But the other 7 teams will be looking to knock them off on the way.
And anybody that's been down to that O2 and been in that atmosphere, no matter how many big games, Euro Cup, Euro whatever, that is an incredible event to be at as a fan, as a player, as a coach. And London obviously got the W last year, and they'll want to go back there again to cap off this memorable season.
Well, nobody's played more times than you, I think, down there, Rob, since they moved the playoff final to the O2. So you know exactly what that atmosphere is like.
Caboza with the yawn on the bench there.
Yeah.
He's seen it all this year, huh? Ho-hum, another win. But yeah, no question. That O2 is something special. Well, it seems like the sun's out all the time down there,
it does
too.
seem like the weather's good. A little water fountains outside cool you down before you walk in.
And it's always nice to be at those events, even if your team's not in it as a basketball fan, because it is a celebration of the league, a celebration of basketball, where, such a great place, that O2, where you can go down before the game, after the game, and talk hoops with fans and people from all around the league.
Well, Gabe thought he'd had the rest of the night off there, but Josh Sharma had other ideas by fouling out.
Well, he could go out there and maybe get another rebound.
He needs one more for his double-double.
Yeah.
Greene converts both free throws.
London, obviously, with the win, I thought they played pretty good defense, good offense with certain lineups. But certainly you can see the rust in them. So these games will be good for them. Get the train rolling.
Down the 3. He's got 16 points and 6 rebounds. He's the best plus-minus on the team as well. Shot goes up. There's number 10 for Gabe.
Give me that.
So Josh Sharma just helped him to a double-double there. Nice pass. Oh, good block, though. Johnson from behind. Johnson can't turn that into 3 the other way. And there's a bit of a wrap-up between Shalawadi and Bradley. It was an unsportsmanlike signal, but who's it on is the question.
You don't want to see this at the end of a game. Let that thing play out.
Well, it's not beyond the realms of possibility that these two teams could meet again in the playoffs. What are they going to come up with. Bradley, they both got one. There we go. It's a double unsportsmanlike foul. Let's have another look. They just sort of got their arms wrapped up and a push. And
I think Bradley pushed him because that was hurting. You know, when someone has your arm locked, especially these big, strong guys, when they have your arm locked like that and they're turning, that hurts. So he pushed him to get to get free. So not much in that.
Well, the most significant consequence is that was his 5th. So Bradley is out of the game.
Solid game from him today, too. 14 points. Good start in both halves.
Olasheni, nice extra pass, but what a challenge again from Johnson with the block. Circles back out. Johnson shoveling it into Greene, has it ripped away. Shot clock is still on for London, so they will have to keep going. Can't just dribble it out, although they may take the shot clock violation. There's a Bristol player down in the backcourt. It's Ollison, but he's back now. I think they're going to take the shot clock violation here, London. They're not going to fire one up, just run it out.
Luke, pass it to somebody else so you don't get the turnover. Oh, he took it. Okay. Well, that would be amusing if you threw it to Olsen.
Yeah. It's one of those where you kind of wish the shot clock operator had the ability to just flip it off there and just let them. Because all Bristol are going to do is inbound it to do exactly the same thing here.
I don't know. Keddy might get one off. Let's see.
Well,
maybe.
True. They are going to get. Nelson gets himself a block there. Did that go out of bounds? It's out of bounds. So the game is not finished yet. There we go. It is now, and the London Lions move to 30 wins in the league campaign there, but they're still 15 points better.
Yeah, you know, bad shooting from the free throw line is